Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. The morning after the defeat to the Ghana Black Stars versus Morocco. Quite unfortunate the manner in which we lost, but we have two more games and nothing has changed. We would have needed to win the two games left, even if we had won the first game to ensure qualification. But Coach Milovan Rajevac has been blasted for some decisions he took in this game. Players have been criticized. Today I'll be looking at all that. We'll be looking at the organization of the African Cup of Nations from my first game here that I went to watch live at the Black Stars game. That is the organization, so far, my thoughts on it. And Kudus Mohammed, it looks like the GFA have written to Ajax once again. The response from Ajax has been positive. We'll be looking at whether and when he will join the squad sooner rather than later. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So I have to say the organization of the African Cup of Nations has been great here. And before I went to watch the Ghana Black Stars game yesterday, wow, the security was top, was tight. The whole stretch of road leading to the stadium after the roundabout leading to the Ahmadu Ahidjo Sports Stadium was blocked. There were a lot of people in town, but that stretch of road was blocked, so alternate routes had to be used. Before I got into the stadium, I had to present either a vaccination card or a COVID test done in the last 72 hours. Quite non-negotiable on those fronts, and I was happy about that. We all know how the pandemic is ravaging the whole continent, and the rules are strict on that. And after you have passed that, you'll be giving a health clearance paper, a pass. It's like a sanitation pass before you move into the stadium. At the entrance as well, there's a police military guard with holding their pistols and guns, which will search your bags and make sure that you are not saying anything damaging or something that will hurt someone in the stadium there. All these things were done to ensure security, and I'm happy about that, to ensure everyone's safety here. Everyone's health and safety is of utmost priority, and I have to acknowledge Cameroon authorities for doing the best job here. I later went into the media room where there were a lot of other media men there covering the game for the Ghana Black Stars. The game eventually began, and not a great day for the Ghana Black Stars at the office. We lost in the end, but the most criticism has to go out to Coach Milovan Rajevac, whose substitutions were sort of reactionary. It didn't look like he wanted to substitute until we conceded the goal late on in the 83rd minute. It was all going according to plan, Coach Milovan's plan, which is that we will get a draw from this game, because from the look of things, he was holding out for that, and that was quite a dangerous line. I have to say, despite the Black Stars shortcomings, Morocco themselves were not that great of a squad yesterday. They did not play that great of a game yesterday themselves. Yes, they have been ravaged with COVID-19 issues, and first team players who they have preferred to be in there were affected by the pandemic and had to pull out from the game. It has not been the best of preparations for most countries, but there were no COVID issues in the Ghana camp, thankfully. We don't have one of our key players, Kudus Mohammed, available. Coach Milo made some bad decisions, and I'm hoping that he has learned from it. He thought that, yes, it's true, Morocco did get lucky with that goal, but you make your own luck, and they were more dangerous in the 18-yard box than we were. There was a chance where they almost scored, and it was their own player that headed it out. If not, I'm sure it would have been on target and probably found the back of the net. Most of our players too, I think some were lacking confidence, especially when Joseph Painso was one-on-one on goal. He should have gone for the shot, but was looking for a pass. In the end, he gave it away. And there were so many things that need to be changed. I don't know where Coach Milo put the change, but something needs to change. We do not have a prolific goal scorer. And the problem with the team here is not really with the goal scoring, but with the chances being created. Yes, we can even have the best of players in there striking position, but the chances are not being created for them to capitalize on. And yes, it's easy to blame Jordan Ayew, and yes, Jordan Ayew has not been scoring, he is not in form, but the chances were few and far between for him, and there's so much anyone can do with very little supply. Some will say ring in the changes, bring in David Abagna, our highest goal scorer, start Abdul Fattah Isahaku. He has been scoring goals, he's full of confidence. Yes, he can do all that and probably it might not work. But he has to do something that will be different from the first game. We should not sit back versus Gabon, who have won their game. It will make our game versus Gabon now very, very crucial. I know the Black Stars will qualify. I know we will pull through, but it is just the tension that is going around right now. That is something that we were trying to avoid by at least getting a good result in the first game. It's on to Friday we go to next, and Coach Milovan Rajabak has a lot on his plate. He is optimistic that Ghana will eventually pull through, but we need a change, especially in the personnel at least. Some changes need to be made, and Kamaldeen Sulemana was a bright spark along with Joseph Painso. Abdul Babara, there was one set piece he missed. In fact, in general, set pieces have not been the best. Morocco were more dangerous from set pieces. Andre Ayew's comments on his fitness got me quite worried. If a player feels that he's not 100%, why play him? Why allow him to play? It was quite shocking to me on that front. I think Jiku and Amati were also quite solid. Jiku was treading the line. His yellow card was quite avoidable. His passes somewhat suspect. But all in all, the back was strong until that late goal. As we did concede against them in that friendly, we did concede once again here. And I think it needs to change drastically. Andy Adam at right back, never been confident with Andy Adam at right back, but it's the only option we have. Philip Mbafo joined the squad yesterday. Don't know if few changes will be made in there by Coach Milovan Rajabak. Idrisu Baba, Thomas Partey in the middle. Baba as well mopping up things in the middle. Thomas Partey looked quite confused in the middle at times, but all in all, it would have been a great game plan should we have gotten that 0-0 draw. But later on, Morocco found the answer. They found the goal that got them all 3 points and the best possible start to the game. Ghana will recover, Ghana will pull through. Something has to change, probably something will not change, and we'll still find the back of the net. But it is quite clear that the African Cup of Nations 2021 with Ghana Black Stars will be a long one for us. We'll see what happens in the next game on Friday. We'll bring you updates here. Amadou Ahidjo Sports Stadium in Yaoundé, Cameroon. We'll be bringing you the latest as and when we get them. Today is the game versus Egypt and Nigeria. At the pre-match press conference, Mohamed Salah was asked about Jurgen Klopp's comments on the African Cup of Nations. He said Klopp told him it was a joke. They want him to be at the African Cup of Nations in England. The African Cup of Nations is rated highly, so he thought that we took it a bit too far with that Jurgen Klopp comment. It will be interesting to see them against Nigeria. I'll be bringing you my thoughts on that game as well. But let me know, you have talked about the Ghana Black Stars game. On Friday, who would you change in the first team that started against Morocco? Or do you think it's the coach's tactics that needs to change? Let me know what you think in the comments box here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Reporting live from Yaoundé. I've been your host, Last Piawi. Enjoy your day.